So fishy again, and back with more raw fish. The last time that I made a video, it was about honesty, and I think I worked around through it that it required trust, and that I have a history of holding back and a habit of reticence and a real difficulty opening up to people. And I had a separate thought, and I thought it might have been related, and I wanted to explore that because forgiveness has been on my mind, and I've wondered if that honesty and that openness and that authenticity block that I have might be related to forgiveness and my difficulty with it. See, I've always thought that I was a pretty forgiving person, but it turns out I'm not really. And one thing, I was looking at passages about forgiveness, and somewhere in Luke, I think it was Luke 17, it was talking about Jesus encouraging disciples to forgive someone, even if 7 times a day they come and ask for forgiveness for something, that you must forgive them. I can't live up to that standard. I don't know how to do that. I know that I should be forgiving. I'm commanded to be. And really, if I'm commanded to be something in the Bible, to do something, there should be, logic would dictate, if not faith, there should be a way that I can carry that out, that I can do that. So looking at more verses, I found one in Micah that was interesting, about how God delights to show mercy. And that really stumped me. Do I delight to show mercy? Do I appreciate reconciliation? Do I make that feel joyful for a person? Is it a cause for celebration? I don't think so. Mostly it seems that ego and my own personal feelings are such that I let that get in the way. And even if I would say, yeah, it's okay, it's cool, it's not. And it won't be for a long time, if ever. I just know that about myself. I am very difficult in terms of holding grudges, and I don't like that. And I need to fix that, and I know that. And so again, I appealed to the Bible, to looking through these verses about forgiveness, and here's the one that got me, and I have to read it. I have to do this, sadly. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, brawling, and slander, along with every form of malice. Every form of malice. Okay, we'll come back to that. But get rid of all those things. Bitterness, rage, anger, brawling, and slander. I don't necessarily think I have a problem with rage, but I'm finding that I do. Slander, maybe a little less, but I bet it's there. And not just in saying bad things about people, but what if that also means thinking the worst when I could be thinking better thoughts, when I could have better assumptions about someone's motivation? It's hard to reconcile. It's very hard to reconcile. The verse continues, though. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. And as I read that, I thought maybe that's the how of the what. Maybe that is how you're supposed to get rid of bitterness, anger, rage, brawling, and slander, is that you be kind and compassionate to one another. And so I'm having to park on that thought for a while. I'm having to work through that. But it might be that that's the condition that you need, is if you're going to do A, if you're going to do what's in the first part of that verse, then you need to do B in the second part of the verse. If you're going to get rid of those things, you have to be kind and compassionate. And if that's the key, I'm really going to have to work on that a lot. So anyway, I just wanted to get this out and out of me and out into the world, and having spoken it, maybe be able to stew on it for a while. Maybe it'll help me. Who knows? Maybe it'll make somebody else think.